Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight? Wonderful, wonderful. My name's Asa Reese. I'm one of the co-owners here at Grinder House Coffee Shop. Every Friday night, we turn into a listening room, and we have some of the best artists around the country come in and play for us for 2 hours. It's broadcast live. We're affiliated with the Nashville Songwriter Radio Network, and they broadcast our show on FM internet radio. It's listened to and picked up by 55 countries around the world. So they're tuning in tonight and listening to this show, probably in China. I don't know, the one little guy over there in China that got the internet. Anyway, we're really, really privileged to have that. It gets rebroadcast again out of New York City on Wednesday following this live broadcast, and then once a month out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. So we're starting to spread our wings a little bit and get some recognition. We're also on the music pathways for the state of Tennessee. It's like a bourbon trail, but it's a music trail that where significant events, like Elvis eating a burger in here, but he didn't do that. It's because our show that we got nominated and made an official location on the music pathways. We're very, very privileged to have that and very excited. We're also a qualifying round for the Tennessee Songwriter Week coming up in February. So we got a big show coming up February 8th. Our guest tonight will be competing. We have 2 Hall of Famers that are going to be judging that show. A man by the name of Jerry Rice. He was with, Jerry Foster. He's Foster and Rice. He's probably written more hit songs than y'all have heard in your lifetime. As well as Gerald Smith. He was the original Georgia Quacker on Hee Haw. He's coming to judge, as well as Sean Gasaway will be up here to help judge that competition. Saturday night, February 8th, so y'all look at your calendars. We all have over 35 contestants that'll be here for that show, and they go on to play at the Bluebird Cafe and are awarded for this year of 2020 the Songwriter of the Year. So we're really excited about being selected for a qualifying round. Folks, I have an incredible treat for you tonight. It's been maybe a year since Jamie reached out to me. I don't know exactly how it came about. We get submissions all the time. Yeah. But the cool thing is he's here tonight. You're going to love him. I fell in love with his music. He's an incredible writer, great vocalist. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Everybody, Jamie Adamson. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my name is Jamie Adamson. It's wonderful to be at the Grinder House Coffee tonight. Mr. Asa, he called me up here a while back, and we changed some dates around, and I'm kind of glad to get in here this year. It kind of made me study up on some songs I haven't played in a long time. Because I am mostly just a writer. I do writers' nights. I don't perform. I don't get out and play for 2 hours. I did for a while. I used to play covers, but now it's just right. That's what I love to do. But I'm going to start with a song that I know. But I wrote this about my dad probably about, 8, 9 months ago. And my dad, big part of my life, it taught me a lot of different things. But I started writing this song, and it turned into a song about a lot of dads that I've known throughout my life, including my grandpa. My grandpa sitting on Pearl River fishing one time. One of the main things I remember him telling me was, son, every woman in the world needs to be loved. And that's one of the main things that stuck in my head from my grandpa. And this song got to enclose all that into about 3.5 minutes. I hope y'all like it. It's called Like My Daddy Done. And I should tell you this too. It's told from a bartender's perspective. So, well, I handed him a whiskey. That's where it all began. Started in Montana, ended up in Afghanistan. He was fighting for his country, the red, the white, and the blue, just doing what his daddy done. He said he'd take a drive down a back road just to see what he might find. 'Cause you never take advantage of what another man leaves behind. Always plan your exits, boy, and you'll never be last in line. You'll do it like my daddy done. My daddy laid brick down in Alabama. He fished that Dog River dry. Preached down fire and brimstone so the man shouldn't be afraid to cry. Every woman on God's green earth deserves to know real love. Well, he never drank that whiskey. Just touched the rim a time or two. Said the smell of it reminded him of things he shouldn't do. He slowly slid that glass out of reach. Said there's some things a man can't teach. My daddy, he laid brick down in Alabama. He fished that Dog River dry. He preached down fire and brimstone so the man shouldn't be afraid to cry. Every woman on God's green earth deserves to know real love. I think I'll take a drive down a back road just to see what I can find. 'Cause you never take advantage of what another man leaves behind. You always plan your exits, boy, and you'll never be last in line. You'll do it like my daddy done. Just like my daddy done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get just a little bit more vocal, man. Just in the wedge, it would be great. Yeah, I hope y'all all had a great Christmas. Everybody have a good Christmas. Cool, cool. Oh, you can back it down off of that. It just dropped out once the guitar was good, but the vocal was just a little low. Yeah, probably wrote my first song when I was like 14, I guess, or so, something like that. And I started playing, making money at it about 19, and I decided to move to Nashville. I think this lady right here would remember, but was it 96 when I moved to Nashville? I think that's what I was trying to think earlier. Man, that was a long time ago, 96. Some of y'all in here probably wasn't even born in 96. But, man, how time flies. Yeah, quick story about me. Get me comfortable, too, talking through the mic here for a minute. I moved here in 96, met Miss Dana right here in 95 at Loretta Lynn's playing. Talked to her one time now, and I call her and say, hey, I'm moving to Nashville. She don't know me from Adam. She said, you can sleep on my couch. And so her family takes me in and lets me stay on their couch for like 3 weeks and introduced me to Nashville. Wow, what a beast. But, okay, I'll get back to the music. I'm not a real good talker anyway, so, and I'm not an entertainer. I just like singing and writing songs. But I wrote this song probably about 5 years ago. And my wife said it should be a Sheryl Crow song, but I think it's just a Jamie song. But it's about a girl that just had everything. And I know this girl personally, but she just had everything. But no matter what she did, she always just messed everything up. She's like right there behind the window, If she saw me, don't know. I guess she's still doing time. She's got a head in a hand, a $10 spray on tan, a bottle of salt and a slice of lime. Some eyes, they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune. Some dancers never step into the light. Some flowers never bloom. I guess the last time I saw her, she was walking away from the altar with anger in her eyes. She'd never see him again. All along I believed that was her plan. That was her plan. Some eyes, they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune. Some dancers never step into the light, yeah. Some flowers never bloom. I stopped myself at the door. I knew that I'd been there before, at least a dozen times. I gave her one last look, closed the cover on that book. Yeah, that's how I said goodbye. Some eyes, they never cry. Some songs seem out of tune. Some dancers never step into the light, yeah. Some flowers never bloom. Some flowers never bloom. But she's like right there behind the window. If she saw me, I don't know. I guess she's still doing time. Thank you. Bad Blood, I wrote. It's kind of a true story, to be honest. Everybody in, every family's got their dark cloud they don't talk about, so got to keep hush hush. But mine's just for my bad blood, I guess. I start over, y'all. This is my calling, couldn't be my curse. Some call it a blessing, Lord. Guess it could be worse. I ain't no angel, won't never be no saint. To be the man I am, Lord, sometimes I just can't. 'Cause I was born with a touch of bad blood pumping through my veins. Kind of drug won't fix, no whiskey can't tame. Not many people know my demons, even less have seen the change. I heard it said a man's name worth more than pure gold. What's a man to do when his name gets stole? They say time heals all wounds, oh, but I said they're wrong. Lord, I simply gotten stronger. Yeah, I had to move on. 'Cause I was born with a touch of bad blood pumping through my veins. Kind of drug won't fix, no whiskey can't tame. Not many people know my demons, even less have seen the change. not the sins of my father, that alone I bear. No, the sin that I carry, it ain't mine to share. I guess the ending of my story will come as time goes on. It's all up to me now. Gotta choose that higher road. 'Cause I was born with a touch of bad blood pumping through my veins. Kind of drug won't fix, no whiskey can't tame. Not many people know my demons, even less have seen the change. Ones that hide the scars, they somehow hide my pain. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's called the Blues Man. I'm just a singer, a natural born guitar ringer. Okay, see, I'm in too high of a key, too. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah, that's better. I'm just a singer, a natural born guitar ringer, kind of a clanger, just sad old songs, not a walk behind her. I'm a new note finder, but my name's a reminder of a blues man that once sang along. So I started drinking, took things that messed up my thinking. Yeah, I was surely sinking when you came along. I was alone in the hot lights, not too much left in sight. Then you changed all that one night when you sang me this song. Hey, baby, I love you. Hey, baby, I need you. Hey, baby, you ain't got to prove to me you're some kind of macho man. You wasted so much of your life running through the dark nights. Let me shine some love light down on this blues man. Got so tired from sinking. All the stuff that said I wasn't eating. If I was to keep on pleasing all of my fans, now I got cuffed on dirt roads. Now I got sued over no shows. And then you came and took all that old load down off this blues man. And hey, baby, I love you too. Hey, baby, I need you. Hey, baby, I do get tired of this traveling band. I'm 40 years old now. Nights would get cold now if you hadn't stuck it out with this blues man. I'm 40 years old it sure would be cold now if you hadn't hung around or this blues man. Thank you, thank you. Come home after sitting and listening to Mr. Abraham Partridge sing, and I write this song about a girl named Georgia. Georgia never been far past the end of the driveway, and never even seen them small town city limit signs. She heard the town folk talk about the big city, and Georgia never dreamed one day she'd have a chance to fly. Well, he rode into town, must have been springtime. Got a part-time job working for Georgia's old man. Then springtime slowly rolled right on into summer. Then down on one knee he asked for Georgia's right hand. Yeah, down on one knee he asked for Georgia's right hand. And Georgia sang, only if you love me until the end of time. Only if you love me to the day you die. To the day you die. Well, fast forward 10 years, 2 kids, 1 job, and a mortgage. And Georgia still hadn't seen that city limit sign. That man who promised and said, Georgia, I'm gonna love you forever. He up and left Georgia in the middle of the night. Yes, he up and left Georgia in the middle of the night. And now Georgia sings, hush, little baby, baby, don't you cry, 'cause mama's gonna love you to the day she dies. To the day she dies. Georgia never asked why I begged him to come home. Like a daddy always said, you just do the best you can. There's a big old world out there waiting on you, Georgia. Yeah, one day, baby girl, you're gonna find you the right man. Yeah, one day, baby girl, gonna find you the right man. And he's gonna sing, Georgia, if you love me until the end of time. Georgia, if you'll love me to the day you die. To the day you die. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I moved back to Alabama, and me and my wife thought, okay, we got a little bit of money to waste. And I guess nobody should waste money, but we lived in Fairhope for a year and a half, and it was really nice. I could walk to the beach like 5 minutes away. It was like this brief retirement for a year and a half. But I got to write some cool songs. I was laid back for a minute, but I was walking my dogs. I've been in Tennessee for 20 years, and I hadn't seen any hardly red mud. There ain't no red mud in Tennessee. You may think y'all got some red mud, but you don't. You go down south, you get some real red mud. So I'm walking the dogs, and I see this red mud, man. And it just brought back a lot of memories from my childhood growing up in Alabama, because I had a four-wheel drive truck, of course, and I had a mullet. Y'all wouldn't think it, but I did. I had a mullet. They say that's coming back, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm walking back home one evening, and the majority of this song kind of came to me, and I remembered it, and I didn't write it for another 3 or 4 weeks. But it's called Southern State of Mind. Laid back like a cow chewing cud, feet stuck down in that Alabama mud. Lord, it's hotter than the 4th of July. All about little sweet tea, some southern fried chicken, baby, you and me, yeah. Ain't no hurry when you're Bama bound. Here in the South, we take our own sweet time. I gotta tell y'all, it's just a southern state of mind. Get you some. Lord willing and a creek don't rise, we'll all get together come Friday night. Don't need a reason, it's just what we do. Bonfire out on the sticks, my little homegrown honey with a sweet tea tricks, y'all. Party gets started when the sun goes down. Here in the South, we take our own sweet time. I gotta tell y'all, it's just a southern state of mind. Get you some. Mississippi and Alabama, you can try to get piggy, yo, that's who I am. Don't need a map to show you where I'm from. It's like this, y'all, down south. From the coast, let's all get together, Lord, and make that toast. Pass that bottle, I'll show you how. Here in the South, we take our own sweet time. I gotta tell y'all, it's just a southern state of mind. Get you some. From poach, moonshine, coon dog scratching cause it's summertime. Homegrown honey working on them tan lines. Yes, she is, y'all. Here in the South, we take our own sweet time. I gotta tell y'all, it's just a southern state of mind. So get you some. Somewhere over drinking. I ran my fingers through my hair, found a 3-day-old pair of jeans to wear, drove downtown to my favorite bar, circled the block at least 2 times before I parked. You know you'd always been the one for me. So if I'm somewhere over drinking, I'd best be left to drown. I promise you I'd always tell the truth, and I'm down to my last giving up, we're through. So if I'm somewhere over drinking, I'm somewhere drinking over you. Somewhere drinking over you. I found a table where it couldn't be seen. Bought 3 drinks that were stronger than me. 2 years deep into some bad routines. I guess everybody knows what I've been doing these days. Yeah, I've been somewhere over drinking, so I'd best be left to drown. I promise you I'd always tell the truth, and I'm down to my last giving up, we're through. So if I'm somewhere over drinking, I'm somewhere drinking over you. Somewhere drinking over you. I've been down to my last bottle, said goodbye to my last friend. I had myself some hard times getting over you again. So if I'm somewhere over drinking, girl, I'd best be left to drown. I promise you I'd always tell the truth, and I'm down to my last giving up, we're through. And I know this is not what you expected me to do, but if I'm somewhere over drinking, I'm somewhere drinking over you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What y'all think so far, man? Yeah. Jamie, and I'm sorry I neglected you. They pulled me in the kitchen. They wouldn't let me out of there. I don't know what happened. But so if you have any complaints about your food, you grab me. I was the guy that threw it on the grill and then walked away. Well, not everything. They're doing a great job back there. Jamie, man, I knew it was going to be this great in person. I mean, after hearing your stuff, it's just so tight. You're a great writer. I love your voice. Awesome.
I just hope I ain't too depressing.
Well, hey, you know what, though, man? Like this last song, I got goosebumps. It strikes everybody in a different way. And I tell people, you know what, music is so readily available to everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's so easy to access. It's free. It's all around you. You can go online. You go in your car. You got every type of availability of music. But it's writers that end up writing these songs that y'all are listening to. And I let people know on Friday nights that I had a career. Everybody in this room had a career. This is Jamie's career. And I tell you what, I don't have my tip jar up here, but I'm going to get it up here real quick. And there's 2 kinds of money, my dad always told me. There's pocket money that jingles, and there's folding money. We want to make sure folding money goes in that tip jar, and I'm going to make sure it's up here, folks. He comes over here and plays for your donations. He sings his heart out, and this is the beauty. You know, I can't get up there and tell my stories like you're telling your stories. And while I'm plugging Jamie, I'm very serious about this because thank you so much, Carrie. I did too.
Thank you.
And it's wrong. This is why we do this. Is live music is really important to people. I was just talking tonight about the magic of music and how it helps in memory. It helps in all kinds of areas, both medically and physically. And in a room like this, when we all are listening as a communal type of environment, our brainwaves synchronize. It's really kind of neat. These are studies that have been done. I'm not just talking out my backside, although that's what y'all are seeing right now, right? But it's really a really cool thing, and this is why we're so in tune and so in touch with music. We're born with it. It comes with us from the womb on out, man. That's mom's heart beating, and that's the beat we got when we come out.
I totally agree.
So make sure you drop some money in here. But Jamie, tell me, you've been writing. That's really what you've been doing most recently, is it not?
Yeah, man. I moved here in the 90s, like I said, and I played, toured, went all over the place, played the casinos, did all that stuff, and I left town. I didn't stay in town. You can't get discovered or do anything to leave town.
Right.
But I had a good career playing. I made good money, and then got burnt out. A good friend of mine that played with me passed away, and the band kind of split up when that happened, and all of us quit. And I didn't do anything for a while except for write. I sat at the house and I worked, made money, but I wrote.
Yeah.
Didn't play out. So just started playing back out, I guess, when I moved back to Alabama.
Okay.
It's like it's time for me to pick this back up again.
Well, I'm glad you did, man.
Yeah,
I really am.
Well, I needed to. I had crushed this finger, chopped the end. Yeah, so I like 6 years ago, this was all sewed back on.
No way.
Yeah. Vanderbilt, doctor named Elvis at Vanderbilt sewed my finger back on. Believe it
No
or not.
way.
Yeah.
Elvis did that, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hand surgeon named Elvis of all people, yeah.
Nice.
So.
Well, it was meant to be. That's a sign, brother.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
So.
Well, listen, I'm not going to take too much time. I'd like to stop, let him get a chance to get to know you, and us to get to know Jamie, the artist, what you're doing. I'll stop again in another 30 minutes, let you get a drink of water or coffee. So
I would
your whistle.
love some water.
Some more water. All right. Hey, Carrie, bring this gentleman up some more water if you would, please. Carrie's my go-to. Folks, please, a warm round of applause, Jamie Adamson.
Thank you. This next song I'd like to do, I wrote with my best friend, actually, Mr. Ryan Larkins. That's the name, if you'll remember it. I'm sure within the next year or so, you'll probably hear it on the radio. The dude's really good. But me and him have been writing together for about 14 years, actually. And last year, I was blessed. No, you're cool. Here you go. I drive back and forth from Alabama while I was down there just to write with him, and sitting at his kitchen table one morning, this song kind of came out, and it's one of those songs to me that's just really cool, and it hasn't gotten any traction anywhere, but I like to play it. It's called All She Is to Me. Yeah, I see a smile I recognize, high school bleachers, 50-yard line, my first kiss. Honey, you believe this? All this, she sits in a corner booth. If you really want to know the truth, she looks about the same. No, she ain't changed. She was a girl I sat beside in homeroom, my first broken heart back in high school. A face in a yearbook I thought I'd never see again. She's just a file away memory, and honey, I hope you see that's all she is to me. Oh, you've been quiet, and I know why. You can see that spark that was there at one time. Ashes and dust, they ain't nothing like us. Oh, she moved on, I did too. Never would have been happy without you. That was years ago. And all we both know, she's just a girl I sat beside in homeroom. First broken heart back in high school, a face in a yearbook I thought I'd never see again. And she's just a file away memory. And honey, I hope you see that's all she is. I could have settled down. I could have settled down with a girl I sat beside in homeroom. My first broken heart back in high school, a face in a yearbook I thought I'd never see again. And she's just a file away memory. And honey, I hope you see that's all she is to me. Thank you very much. Might drop this down here for a minute and get it out of the way. Check 1, 2. Did the monitor go down some or something? Check. Maybe it's just my ear. I don't know. My ear may have stopped up, really, truthfully. No, it's fine. It'll probably unstop. I got tinnitus, man. I've had it for a long time. Playing in the casinos will wreak havoc on a man's ears. You listen to all them bells all night long. Ding, 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 ding. It's Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, I grew up, after this Hank Jr. concert thing, kind of changed my life because I was really hung up on Alabama, which I believe Miss Dana here probably remember. The first song I ever sang at Nashville Palace was "Lady Down on Love," and I loved Alabama, but Hank, man, and that whole world kind of shaped me. And then I discovered David Allan Coe. Get a little laugh out of that. But that dude wrote some killer songs, man. Yeah, I was thumbing from Montgomery with a guitar on my back. A stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. He said, "It's a long walk to Nashville, would you like a ride, son?" Well, I climbed into that front seat and turned on the radio. Them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Now I noticed a stranger with his ghost white beard when he asked me for a light. I knew there was something strange about this ride. And he said, Mister, can you make folk cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan them blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? He said, boy, can you make folk feel what you feel deep inside? Cause if you're big stop bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. Well, he cried just south of Nashville. He turned that car around. He said, this is where you get off, boy, because I'm going back to Alabama. And as I stepped out of that Cadillac, I said, Mr. Many Things. He said, you don't have to call me Mr. Oh, well, call me Hank. And he said, Mister, can you make folk cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan them blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? He said, boy, can you make folk feel what you feel deep inside? Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, long, hard ride. Melissa by Allman Brothers. Crossroad seem to come and go. The gypsy flies from coast to coast, and old many love the night, beer and sorrow having fun. But back home they always run to sweet Melissa. A freight train, each car looks the same, all the same. And no one knows the gypsy's name, and no one hears his lonely sigh. There are no blankets where he lies. In his deepest dreams, a gypsy flies to sweet Melissa. Getting the morning call. Again he's on a run. Sunbeam shining through his hair. Appearing not to have a care. Oh, pick up your gear and gypsy, roll on. And Crossroad, will you ever let him go? Or will you hide the dead man's ghost? Will he lie beneath the clay? Will his spirit roll away? But I know that he won't stay without Melissa. Yes, I know that he won't stay without Melissa. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is another dig into my hardcore country roots right here, but it's called Storm. Thank you. And I better tune before I start here because it was out of tune a while ago. Are y'all enjoying yourself so far, though? I appreciate y'all coming out after Christmas and New Year's coming up. A lot of crazy people like me on the highway. Both arms and both hands hanging on to something burning, something gold. There's no us, no more. Lies replace the vows we swore together. I hope I can weather. I'm both wrong and both right, and we both know the reasons why you're leaving, and I can't, and I don't, and I'm afraid of being left here and grieving forever. I hope I can weather this storm that's pushing these walls down. It's washing this old house away. It's a storm that's tearing our life to the ground. Lord, I pray that I can weather. It's been a long rain falling, and I'm afraid there's nothing left here to keep us together. And I wish this was like lightning from a clear blue sky, but no. hope I can weather this storm, this pushing these walls down. It's washing this old house away. It's a storm that's tearing our life to the ground. Lord, I pray that I can weather both arms and both hands, hanging on to something burning, something cold. Thank you. I will play y'all a song that's about 6 or 7 years old here. This was probably the only song I ever got before I left town. Before I left Nashville, I did some work for a lady down on 2nd Avenue that was this vocal coach to the stars. Can't even think of her name now. What's that? That was it. I could not think of her name, man. Her maintenance guy. It was cool. I was her maintenance guy. And I remember going over one day to do something for her. She'd come up just for the most odd, weird stuff. And I told her, I said, I got this song. I said, I'd like for you to hear it. She's like, cool, just bring it by. So the next time I was there, I can't remember what I'd went to change a light bulb or something. I left it with her secretary. Well, this song, hope that's right. This song is called Use Me For Whatever. So the next time I show up, she hadn't said anything. Thank you, Miss Dana. She hadn't said anything about the song, so I didn't want to bother. Did work, I left. About 2 or 3 weeks later, she calls me up. She said, just you singing on this song? I said, who is this? I didn't know who she was. She had never called me before. It was always her assistant, you know. So, because this lady's like vocal coach to Tim McGraw and Christina Aguilera, all these people. Not Jamie Adamson. But, so she says, this is a really good song. She said, I know somebody in Ronnie Dunn's camp, but the song's too long. She said, you got to shorten the song. Well, I couldn't shorten the song because I liked it the way it was, to be honest with you. But I tried. I did. I just couldn't make it happen. But this to me is probably my prettiest song I have. It's called Use Me For Whatever. I can't stop the rain that's falling. I can keep you safe and dry. I can't stop your eyes from crying. I can get him off your mind. You don't have to promise that you'll love me. Girl, I'm not that kind of man. But you can use me for whatever till you own your feet again. I can play your favorite song when that's what you need to hear. Lay right here and hold you when you need someone near. Love you when you let me. There'll be times I'll be your friend. You can use me for whatever till you I knew the chance that I was taking, but girl, I had to try. I only wanted you to love me. I really thought you were in time. Now I can see you're just pretending, and I think it's safe to say, girl, you just don't need me, so I'll be on my way. You know I played your favorite song, the one you love to hear. I laid right here and held you. You needed someone there. I loved you when you'd let me, but there were times I was your friend. You used me for whatever. Now you're on your feet again. Girl, you used me for whatever. Now you're on your feet again.